Hello and welcome to another episode of Retrospection. In this episode, we've been thrown back into our TARDIS and head into 1993 with the Doctor Who special Dimensions in Time. My name's Colin. Join me. We must pull free. We must succeed.
It's a bit late for that.
It is, yeah.
My name's Paul, and I seem to have slipped a groove in time.
Oh, you slipped a few grooves in time.
I have. I fell through a few.
Yeah.
And it's really hard to say that.
It was?
Yeah. I don't even know if I pulled it off. We'll find out in the edit, won't we?
We will. Yeah. TMDB says all of the Doctor's incarnations are in crisis when the Rani creates a time loop in the East End of London in this 30th anniversary special.
Special. Key word there.
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
Stars quite a lot of people, so I'm just going to do a selection.
Okay.
Tom Baker as the Doctor. Colin Baker as the Doctor. Peter Davison as the Doctor.
I'm sensing a theme here.
Yeah. John Pertwee as the Doctor. And Sylvester McCoy as the Doctor. Kate O'Mara as the Rani. Sophie Aldred as Ace. Nicola Bryant as Perry Brown. Bonnie Langford as Melanie Bush. And Letitia Dean as Sharon Watts. And Carol Ann Ford as Susan Farman. Is there any you'd like to add to that list?
Elizabeth Sladen.
As?
Sarah Jane Smith, obviously.
Well, yeah, it's obvious to us, but it might not be obvious to the listeners, Paul.
I guess not. And, there's a few other companions in there that I can't actually remember. I think the actress that played Liz Shaw's in there as well, in one scene.
Right.
Playing Liz Shaw, obviously.
Yeah. There's quite a few.
There's quite a few. They dug a few out, didn't they?
They did, yeah. So this was a two-part special. Episode 1 was shown as a part of Children in Need, and Episode 2 was shown as a part of Noel's House Party, a Saturday evening light entertainment show that was considered to be, and I quote, the most important show on the BBC.
It probably was, at the time.
Do you know how many viewers it got at its height?
I dread to think. Go on.
15 million.
The BBC would kill for those kind of figures these days, wouldn't they? On anything, really.
Yeah.
And it's the show that gave the world Mr. Blobby as well. Swings
and roundabouts, pal.
I always view Mr. Blobby as a kind of a horror character. I mean, he's disturbing.
You have to think, did this take place before Mr. Blobby was a thing? I don't know the time frame.
I don't know.
Because you have to think how lucky that he didn't appear in this. Because if Mr. Blobby was a thing, I'm 100% sure there was a conversation.
Oh, there must have been. Especially when Terry Nation said that they weren't going to be able to use Daleks. Let's bring Mr. Blobby in instead.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
They would have been a big round conference table, and they would have been going, so do you think he'd be okay for the part? And he'd be blah, 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 blah. And that was just John Pertwee.
Well, he was getting on.
Yeah. So the original plan for this 30th anniversary was a feature-length movie called Lost in the Dark Dimension, starring Tom Baker as the Fourth Doctor. However, when the project fell through due to disagreements over budgets, a short charity sketch was conceived as a replacement.
You can imagine that conversation, can't you?
How much? Well, what is the budget? What have we got in our pockets?
Turn out your pockets, lads.
Yeah, come on.
I mean, they all worked for free on this, didn't they? Everyone, from the production crew to the actors, everybody did it for free for charity.
Okay, but only part 1 was in Children in Need. Part 2 was in a major entertainment show.
Are you implying some kind of swindle there going on?
Yeah, I'm suggesting there might be. Yeah. Well, how would you feel if you sat at home and you're going, I just did this thing for the BBC. I was in the Doctor Who special. I didn't get paid because, it's for Children in Need. And then they went, oh, yeah, part 2's on Noel's House Party.
Yeah, there'd be a conversation, definitely.
Yeah, you'd be like, what's the number for equity?
On the other hand, having seen it, I would also think to myself, I'm really not going to draw too much attention to it, so I'm just gonna let it go.
Yeah, there is another conversation where, weren't you in that? No. I was never anywhere near it. I have nothing to do with it.
Did you hear that apparently Sylvester McCoy turned up for filming and he was slightly hungover from the night before?
No, I didn't, was he?
Apparently he'd been out the night before, very hungover. So some of the other actors playing the Doctor went to the production people and said, give Sylvester a lot of the technobabble because he's really good at it and he enjoys it. And he's like, cheers, thank you.
That explains the 14 takes for that one scene.
Oh, yes.
Where he keeps accidentally calling her Sophie.
Yeah, we'll talk about that. Well, there's lots of outtakes that we've seen as well, isn't there?
Yeah. So this special also had a few gimmicks. Firstly, it was in 3D.
Why?
I have no idea, because pretty much only the pointless floaty bits in the Rani ship were making use of the 3D. The rest of it, there was just railings placed in front of them or something.
See Ian Beale in 3D. Thank you. Cheers for that. Thank you very much.
No, 2D's enough.
It is.
Even that's a little bit too much.
And I would imagine, though, that those... I'm sure when we go through the episode, we're going to talk about it.
If it had Martine McCutcheon in 3D, I'd be her with the glasses on, no problem.
Oh, yeah. You'd have the glasses on. You'd still be about an inch away from the screen with the 3D glasses on as well.
6 inches, Paul.
That far? Oh, I'm surprised. Yeah. The only bit that I can imagine, as you say, the floating heads, but they must have been disturbing in 3D because they don't look right, do they?
Oh.
There's something funny going on there. What are they made of wax? Are they computer generated? What are they?
I've no idea. So the other gimmick is that viewers got to decide between 2 different scenes in episode 2 through a telephone vote.
And isn't both the scenes pretty much play out exactly the same?
Yeah, exactly the same, just a different character. It was either was it Mandy or something?
Something like that. Big Ron.
Big Ron.
Yeah.
But it's the same scene, but it's either that character or the other character. It made no difference to anything.
Made absolutely zero difference, yes.
No. So we should point out that it featured sets and characters from the BBC soap opera EastEnders.
Which at this point had been running for what, maybe 6 years, 7 years? But it was an institution even then, wasn't it? By that point.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a big deal. I don't know if it's still a big deal. It's still going. It's still on like pretty much every day of the week. Not that I've seen an episode in years, but
well, I've obviously not. But do soap operas still have that kind of hold over television figures?
I guess so over here. I mean, EastEnders' Christmas episode is still like in the top 5 most watched things of the day on TV over here, I guess. So,
yeah.
But Doctor Who never crossed over with it ever again.
I can't think why.
Neither can I. I think we'll discuss it and figure it out as we go along. But yeah.
Yeah. Should have crossed over with Coronation Street.
Should have. Yeah, could have been done both.
Yeah. It's a bit grim up here.
I think Colin Baker actually appeared in an episode of Coronation Street once, you know.
Oh, I'm pretty sure everybody that's in Doctor Who has been in Coronation Street at some point.
Yeah, you're probably right there. You're probably right.
Even I've stood in Coronation Street.
So have I.
There you go.
Good old Granada Studios tour.
Yeah. Not exactly the Universal Studios tour, is it?
Not really, but I do remember the New York street and the American New York car that they had there. Yeah.
Yeah, the cop car.
Yeah. Is it authentic, considering that you see that every day now?
Well, they've changed, Paul.
You mean
they're not still driving around in 1980s cop cars?
I was going to say, you don't live in 1985 anymore,
no.
do you?
No, thankfully not, although we are going back that way.
We really are. Yeah. Going back to Sylvester McCoy, I'm wondering whether his state of mind was in question during this, because apparently he stood in the middle of Albert Square and he had a bit of a rant at one point.
Oh, about what?
Well,
working conditions?
I've got the quote here. I've got the whole quote here. Apparently, he stood in
go on.
He stood in the middle of Albert Square and shouted very loudly, "I don't understand why those BBC Enterprise people can't get us all together for love nor money, But when John Nathan Turner makes a few calls, we're all here with our boots black, doing it for nothing. There must be something wrong.
Oh, I don't know. That seems like a fair complaint.
He's not very happy, though, is he?
No, well, he is working for nothing.
It's not like he's the only one working for nothing. They're all working for nothing.
Oh, you telling me when you're not if you went to work for nothing, you'd be like, oh, it's okay because everybody's doing it. You'd still complain.
I suppose, yes.
and let's bear in mind, we're not talking about Tom Cruise money here. We're not talking about actors that earn millions. No. We're talking working actors here.
Yeah, and I would imagine that when the show was still running, because we should say at this point, the show had been off the air for, a couple of years now?
Yeah, been cancelled.
Yeah. When it was on it, and Sylvester McCoy was the incumbent Doctor at the time that it was cancelled, how much do you reckon he was making? Can't be a lot, can it?
No.
500 quid an episode, maybe?
Oh, a bit more. Well, it was a bit more. A little bit more. You probably got biscuits.
Yeah, definitely. Liquid lunch. That was all the rage back in 1987 or whatever it was, wasn't it? Good old BBC liquid lunch,
Yeah.
Tom Baker did 9 years of Doctor Who doing that, didn't he?
It is a television studio that had its own bar.
I bet they were great days, though, weren't they?
I bet they were. Yeah.
The fact that this is a 30th anniversary episode of Doctor Who and a Children in Need thing, that's kind of a tradition that still goes on today with New Who. They always do a little Doctor Who thing in Children... Because Children in Need is still a thing in this country. It's still it's a traditional thing that happens every year. Did you read that the licensing and copyright restrictions prevent this from ever being repeated anywhere, ever? Yeah, really? I'm sure that's the reason.
Oh, yeah, that'd be the reason. Wait, well, why? Who would own the copyright?
I don't know. There must be some weird thing about it. That maybe it was something to do with Children in Need or BBC Enterprises. And I would imagine that the Doctor Who things are quite complicated.
Yes, but didn't it get released on DVD? Or
it got released on home video.
Videotape.
And they've all gone now. And it's not on iPlayer. You can't watch it on iPlayer.
So it's not on the complete collection of Doctor Who that they keep shouting about?
It's not part of the Whoniverse.
Okay.
As you said, Tom Baker came back, and it was his first time reprising his role of the Doctor since 1981. And you've got to say, he puts his all into it, doesn't he?
Well, considering they were thinking of a film with him, and here he just seems to be sat on a chair.
He doesn't even get up.
Reading the script.
Have you seen the outtakes of him doing the links for the show?
Was that in the video we saw? Yeah.
And he's not. He couldn't care less. Really?
I mean, it's not a great part, is it?
Not really, no. And I would imagine that this is probably all he would agree to do.
So you think he wouldn't have agreed to a movie anyway?
I think he would have agreed to a movie if he was like the main character, yes. But I think in terms of this...
Right, and there's no other Doctors in it.
In terms of this is all he would agree to do. And, I mean, if you think back to the previous anniversary when Doctor Who was still going and they made the episode, I think it was called The Five Doctors, they had to use outtakes from an unfinished episode for him because he flat out said he wasn't going to do it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should say that this is probably the cheapest Doctor Who thing ever.
Ever.
Which is really saying something.
It really is. It really is. This was also John Pertwee's final live-action appearance as the Doctor. Although I think he did some audio stuff later, but this is the last time.
You said live-action. He played him when he was dead?
Well... He was a good Doctor. I want to hear anything bad.
I like John Pertwee. Yeah. He's good at Doctor Who. He's a little abrasive in the outtakes on this.
He is a little bit. We'll talk about that, won't we?
Yeah.
As we said earlier, that there were supposed to be Daleks in this, but Terry Nation's estate vetoed it at the last minute, which is interesting because I'm sure in the outtakes I did see a Dalek lurking around.
Oh, just in the background.
Yeah.
Would they have been like storming through Albert Square?
How would that have worked?
I don't know. I mean, they would have only had like 2 or something.
Oh yeah. Well, most of the costumes and sets and most of the monsters stuff, the BBC had to go, or John Nathan Turner had to go to fans who owned a lot of this stuff and ask if he could borrow it. Because the BBC had either sold off most of it or just flat out destroyed it.
Destroyed it.
There was no TARDIS set. That was gone. That whole Rani's TARDIS was a recreation from someone's collection.
Oh. I assume they decided to film in Albert Square because it was cheap. It was a standing set that would be there anyway.
Oh, yeah.
Because they do film other bits. They film at Greenwich.
They do, yeah. And there's a helicopter as well.
Yes, yeah. But most of it's at Albert Square. And because Eastenders was going to be shooting there anyway, they could just use it.
Yeah, yeah. It's using what's there, isn't it?
Yeah.
I wonder how many days it took. A couple of days?
No, I reckon it took 7 days. I reckon it took 1 day to film everything and then 6 days for John Pertwee's scenes.
Those outtakes do go on, don't they? They really do.
He doesn't even have to do anything. Just has one line.
And he's directing the director at one point, isn't he?
I mean, are we going to talk about it later?
We'll talk about it later. Apparently fans voted this the 8th worst Doctor Who story. What are the other 7 that are above it? That's what I want to know.
Did you not find out? That's a list I want to see.
Definitely. I mean, there can't be anything worse than this, can there?
Were they counting New Who?
I don't know. I didn't go that far.
Oh. Yeah, what could be... Oh, now I want to find out.
Yeah, that's going to be an interesting find. Yeah, we'll have to look into that.
I feel a future podcast coming on.
Yeah, well, we've never...
I feel a future 7 podcast coming on.
We'll do each one.
Yeah, in reverse order.
You have to say that apparently this did raise over £101,000 for children in need.
Job done.
Yeah, all done for nothing as well. So, you know.
Yeah. Can't knock that.
Did you read that apparently they wanted to get either the Pet Shop Boys or Erasure to re-record the theme tune? But both bands said, no, you're all right, thanks.
Oh, wouldn't you love both of those?
Yeah, definitely. I can imagine the Pet Shop Boys doing it.
Yeah.
Definitely, yeah.
Yeah.
Because we do get kind of a funky new version of the theme tune anyway, don't we? For this.
We do. Yeah. No, yeah, I can imagine them being in it too.
As what? Time Lords?
Yeah, because they just be themselves in the background.
Why not?
Yeah, why not? Everyone else is in it.
And apparently, the last thing I was going to say, not to end it all on a downer, is that this was Wendy Richards' final film appearance before she died.
It's actually quite a lot of people's last film appearances. It's certainly a lot of people's last Doctor Who appearances, which is, you know...
depressing.
Yeah. Kind of. Yeah. Well, so we open at Noel's house party.
We do, in Crinkly Bottom.
Crinkly Bottom, yes. And there's somebody at the door. I mean, we can't explain the concept of this. I know there's going to be American listeners who don't understand what Noel's house party is. I suggest you go on YouTube and then gouge your eyes out. After seeing it.
It is a strange thing to try and explain, isn't it? You know.
It's kind of fun, though. I can't say I didn't watch it, because I did.
Yeah, I did too. Every Saturday, yeah.
So,
we had no lives back then, so, you know.
Well, I was going out every Saturday, so I guess it's early on Saturday, right?
Look at you, going out every Saturday.
No, most people, you going out too. I mean, you going out alone, but you're going out. But those special clubs didn't open till late for you, did they?
Oh, what, like the Blue Moon... what was it called? What's the one in the police academy called?
Gimpsters.
What? So there's someone at the door, and it's John Pertwee.
Yes. Yeah. And Pertwee says, you know, he's been time traveling. He says, I've seen you in the future in 2010. You're still on TV. Was he? He might have been doing Deal or No Deal, I suppose.
Yeah, I suppose.
In 2010.
Either that or...
I'm not sure.
This doctor's... he's not quite with it anymore, is he?
Maybe it's like a Back to the Future deal. It was an alternative timeline.
It must have been.
Yeah.
You have to say that John Pertwee's doing a good job of trying to remember all those terrible gags that he's got to deliver in this bit, hasn't he? Because they are terrible.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, they are. They are. Yeah. They make us look like the height of comedy.
They do. So Noel does a little intro for the Doctor Who episode, doesn't he?
Yes, and he points out that they're going to be using 3D glasses, which they don't appear to be the red and blue or red and green glasses. They seem to have a clear kind of one and then a dark
I think there's some sort of special thing that they came up with, aren't they?
Yeah, because when we see it, we don't see the red and green stereoscopic view. Yeah.
Why is Noel Edmonds trying to, when he's explaining it all, he does it in he starts to adopt like a weird nerdy voice, doesn't he? Because it's Doctor Who. He starts to talk like this a little bit, doesn't he?
Mm. Yeah. You think he was taking the Michael?
I think he was a little bit, yes.
A little bit.
Yeah.
I mean, if you've got 15 million viewers and you're introducing a show that's been cancelled because no one was watching it,
you're going to take the piss.
I guess so.
Yeah. All right. It's fair enough. Yes.
Yeah.
It's what we do.
Yeah. Yeah, except we're the other way around.
Yeah, very true. Yes.
Yeah.
So so it starts.
Oh, yes. Mm-hmm. It starts. He also points out that you can influence the outcome, which is totally not true.
Well, it's all fake, isn't it?
Well, yeah, but you can't influence the outcome. You can only influence a scene slightly.
Well, he doesn't know. He's not seen it before, has he?
Yeah, that's true.
They go through the motions of pretending to of watching it. But as soon as they cut to that episode, both John Pertwee and Noel Edmonds are fucked off backstage. They're not watching it, are they?
To the pub.
To the pub, yes.
Yeah, so we cut to Kate O'Mara, the Rani, in her ship. Who's that actor with her?
I think he's been in Doctor Who before, and I think he's playing the same character that he played in Doctor Who. But he looks familiar.
He's somebody who's gone on to be a known actor in lots of TV, right? I couldn't find him in the credits, but I recognised his young face, and I could imagine it older. And I'm like, I've seen him in loads of stuff.
In a lot of British
crime shows,
detective shows, and things like that. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Someone tell us.
Yeah,
because we can't be bothered.
Yeah, no, because we can't figure it out.
No.
Meanwhile, while they're talking, we get lots of random 3D floaty stuff just to make sure we understand that it's 3D.
Yeah, this is where the disturbing wax heads come in, don't they?
Yeah.
Do you think that's what they were? Do you think they went down to like Madame Tussauds and said, "Can we borrow a couple of your heads, please"?
I don't think they went as high as Madame Tussauds. They went to Billy Bob's Wax Head Museum and just got some stuff from him.
Yeah. The William Hartnell one is particularly disturbing. he's got that face. It's haunted. He's literally haunted.
You're talking about the wax version?
Oh yeah, not the real. Oh,
all right, okay. Yeah. Because that'd be rude.
It would be rude. Yes.
Yeah.
Although he would be haunting at this point because he's been dead a while.
That's true.
Too soon?
Or maybe he's not because it's time travel.
Yeah, I never thought of that. Yeah. Although he's not the first Doctor anymore, is he?
Yes, he is. So,
yes.
Do you understand the Rani's plot?
I assume that she's trying to collect all the Doctors and take them out of time.
Right, but first she's collecting all the villains.
Yeah, as a backup thing.
Oh, as a backup?
Yeah, because she's got a Cyberman and a Time Lord in the little roundels of the TARDIS.
Roundels?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotta say, it's the worst glorioles I've ever seen. I mean...
And you've seen a few.
I've seen... What? No. Ghostwatch.
You've looked into a few.
When you look into a gloriole, the gloriole looks into you, I'm telling you.
Yeah, you have that on a t-shirt.
Yeah.
And then we cut to Sylvester McCoy. Mm-hmm. I'm going to use the actors' names because otherwise I'm going to be saying Doctor, and you're not going to know which one.
Haven't we missed Tom Baker? He puts.
Oh yeah, giving the narration
in front of a blue screen, sat on a chair.
Yeah, with more floaty things, right?
Yes.
His narration doesn't really explain what's going on, does it?
No, he just kind of does he sends out like a distress signal to the other Doctors, doesn't he?
Right, fire some flares.
You know what? The thing that always bothered me about Doctor Who, right? So
this is. I didn't know anything bothered you about Doctor Who.
So you always get these multi-Doctor stories in Doctor Who, don't you?
You do, yes.
And I get that they call on doctors past and present to help each other, right?
Can I just pause you for a second? You know that's all different now in New Who.
Oh yes, that's what I'm saying. But
okay, go. Sorry, carry on.
But because it's a show that's run for so long now, and I get it because it's not real, okay? But
right,
why doesn't Tom Baker call on David Tennant's doctor? Why doesn't the new guy call on Patrick Troughton's doctor? You know,
they always call on doctors from the past. Is that what you're saying?
They only ever call on the doctors that we've seen. So wouldn't it be interesting if they did an episode where they called on a doctor and they got a different guy to play a doctor from the future? We might never see him. He could be a doctor from way in the future. You know, that would be a way of doing it.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I understand what you're saying. Yeah, they've never done that.
The only time that I think that they ever brought in a different doctor was when John Hurt did it in New Who.
Yeah. Interesting. That's an interesting idea. And would it be really cool if they actually spent a lot of time thinking about it and they chose an actor that then, in like 2 doctors afterwards, they actually made a doctor?
That would be great. That would be something I could be on board with. That. Yeah, they kept it quiet. He's only the doctor for that episode, and you're like, oh, we're never going to see him again. That's weird. And then, like, 2 incarnations later, he becomes the doctor. And then you're like, oh, and then you do the episode from that end side of it. It's kind of like what Babylon 5 did. But I was hoping that that's what they were going to do with that. I don't want to talk about New Who too much, but you remember when they did that Christmas episode?
Paul, I don't want to talk about it at all.
Do you remember they did a Christmas episode years ago with David Tennant where David Morrissey was in it? And for a little bit in that episode, you thought maybe he was a future doctor.
Yes.
But it was a switcheroo, and he didn't turn out to be.
Right.
That was what I was hoping they were going to do, that maybe he was a future doctor. You know? And wouldn't it be great if, like you said, they cast him 2-3 doctors down the line, you know?
Yeah.
But, you know, they didn't.
That requires planning.
It does, yeah. Anyway, back to this crap.
How dare you? So we now cut to Sylvester McCoy and Sophie Aldred arriving at the Cutty Sark in London in 1973.
That's right.
You can tell it's not really 1973 because nothing's covered in shit.
That's true. There's no bags of rubbish piled up outside,
and the buildings aren't black.
That's true. And nobody's smoking.
That's true. Yeah. But we've got to say, what happens throughout this episode is it just cuts between people.
It gets very
constantly.
Confusing. Yeah, it gets very confusing. It's really hard to write notes about it because they start a sentence with one doctor and then it instantly cuts to finishing the sentence with a different doctor.
Or the assistant suddenly appears with a different doctor in mid-sentence.
I mean, that's kind of a good idea. That is an idea.
Yeah, it is. And can you imagine editing it? Can you imagine being the editor and you're like, wait, I think you've made a mistake here. You've not filmed. Right, no, that's it. You put it together, mate. You have fun.
Yeah.
Like, okay.
Fill your boots.
Yeah. I don't know what to do.
The doctor, is he the 7th Doctor? Sylvester McCoy? He is, isn't he?
Well, you're the Doctor Who, Google.
Hang on.
I'm merely the companion.
Duh.
I'm pretty sure it'd be quicker to Google it than to count your fingers.
Yeah, but I'm doing it this way. Hold on. There's a million...
Name them out loud from the first one.
Okay. Oh, thank you.
Yeah,
We've got William Hartnell, Patrick Troughton.
1.
Patrick Troughton.
2.
John Pertwee.
3.
Tom Baker.
4.
Peter Davidson.
5.
Colin Baker.
6.
Sylvester McCoy. So he was the 7th.
7. There you go.
He's obviously going through his hippie phase at this point, though, because he's that hair's going wild, isn't it? He's let himself go a bit in that TARDIS since we saw him last time.
Well, he's having fun, you know.
He's having fun with Ace.
Well, I was going to say he's having an ace time.
I like we're on the same page.
Yeah, yeah. It's a grubby old man's page, but it's still the same.
It's true. That's true. That's true. And this is where we get as you said, the first cut, isn't it? Because Ace is talking with him, and then
Yes.
suddenly she's with Colin Baker's doctor.
Yes, in Albert Square.
In Albert Square, and you've got to say, Colin Baker's costume must have shrunk in the wash. That's obviously the explanation for it, isn't it?
It probably has. It's been hanging up all that time, not being worn.
It's a bit snug.
So, yeah, a little snug, but who isn't?
And his hair's not as crazy, which is weird because Sylvester McCoy's is.
Well, maybe that's how time travel works. If you've got crazy hair, it gets less crazy. And if you've got less crazy hair, it gets more crazy. If we time travelled, you'd have a full head of hair and I'd be bald.
This is true. So how does the sixth Doctor, Colin Baker, know who Ace is?
Well, there's more of that, isn't there? There's worse ones.
That happens all the time, yes.
Well, isn't there always this like weird how they get round it in these things where the Doctor has some memories of other Doctors? Would you have the memory of a Doctor in the future?
That's what I don't get. That's what I don't get. No.
Right.
Yeah.
So he'd be like, "Who the hell are you?"
I was just walking along. This woman appeared next to me.
Yeah.
Calling me Professor.
I might be like, "Oh, hello." I'm Ace. Yes, you are.
No, it's Colin Baker, not Tom Baker.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. So then we cut to we've got Pertwee and Mel, played by Bonnie Langford.
Which is the worst one because Mel is way after.
Yes.
John Pertwee, because Mel is Sylvester McCoy and Peter Davison at the end.
I think so.
Right?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. I think so. Yeah.
Mel turned up in one of the recent David Tennant specials.
Oh, did she?
Yes. For no reason other than member berries.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, it wasn't the anniversary one, I suppose.
I suppose. I mean, she doesn't contribute anything.
Was she one that just screamed all the time?
Yeah, and she was always exercising, wasn't she?
Oh, well, that was Bonnie Langford's thing, right?
Yeah, she used to moan
at
Colin Baker's Doctor for putting on weight.
Oh, which he was.
Oh yes.
And they meet Wendy Richards in old age makeup.
Yeah, so I mean, the gag here is seeing Eastenders actors made up to look older.
Yeah, because it's supposed to be 2013.
Yes. John Pertwee's really trying his best with what the material he's given, though, isn't he? He's taking it seriously. More than any the other ones seem to be.
Yes, yeah. But I'm not sure this requires seriousness.
No, it doesn't.
There's a place and a time for it.
Yes, there is. Time. Very good.
And 6 children is not the time for seriousness.
That's true. That is very true. So the next thing is we're in the 1970s, and then it's the same gag, but the same 2 actors are dressed in 70s clothes, but are meant to be younger.
Right, and isn't it Colin Baker and Barbara?
It's
this time
Colin and Susan, I think.
So Susan,
yeah.
Okay.
Because she starts freaking out, saying that she wants her grandfather, and you're not my doctor.
Right, how does she know it was the doctor she was next to?
Who else is going to dress like that?
Oh, yeah, all right. Well, we don't know because she's in 1973. She'd never seen 1973. I suppose she had.
Yeah, I'm guessing that she's still alive. Not the actor, but I think she's still alive. The character.
Yeah, that's true.
The fact that she's screaming that he's not her doctor is pretty much what the entire nation did when Colin Baker took over, isn't it?
You didn't like Colin Baker taking over?
I do, actually. I mean, this is the thing I was going to ask. I suppose now's as good a time as any. Who's your favourite Doctor?
Well, I think I have to be very unoriginal and say Tom Baker.
Okay.
But I've been buying the Blu-rays, so I've seen a lot of Colin Baker recently, and I've definitely reappraised my opinion of him.
Yeah, I like Colin Baker a lot. Yeah.
I think he's up there with Tom Baker.
I
think you have to be called Baker to be
Is that the
Doctor.
thing?
That's the new rule. Yeah.
He got given quite a lot of mature stuff to do in amongst the silliness as well in his in a lot of his stories.
Would you say more to the beginning of his run?
Yeah, not when we're talking about vervoids that look like walking vaginas.
Who was the Bertie Bassett? Was that Sylvester
I think
McCoy?
That was Sylvester McCoy. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, all right. That's when we've gone off the deep end.
But then he had some good stories as well.
He did. The Dalek one was pretty good.
Yeah, the Dalek one.
Is that Remembrance of the Daleks?
I think so.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, and the one in the hotel.
That's good. And Curse of Fenric, the one with the sea monsters, vampire people. That was quite a good one as well. Yeah. I think sometimes, and I don't want to say anything too negative about Sylvester McCoy, but I think sometimes the material he was given, he wasn't quite there to be able to deliver it in the way it needed to be delivered.
Does sound pretty critical, Sylvester McCoy,
doesn't it? I won't be seeing him again at a con.
No, he's not going to be happy with you.
My favourite Doctor of Classic Who is probably John Pertwee, I have to say.
Ah, all right.
I do like a lot of John Pertwee.
Yeah. Don't you find, though, that the John Pertwee ones are a bit too much earthbound? Because there's that long period where the TARDIS was stuck on Earth, right?
I kind of like those ones.
You like?
Yeah,
okay.
I kind of like those ones.
They do have a Quatermass feel about them.
Yeah, I think maybe that's why I like it.
Okay.
Yeah. And I just kind of like because he's kind of like the action Doctor, isn't he? He's a go-getter, you know.
Yeah. Well, I can see why you like it. You being the go-getter yourself, Paul.
Exactly. I thought you were going to say that I wear frilly shirts and velour tops and.
I didn't want to mention that, although I must say you're looking very nice today, and I do like that cravat.
Thank you very much. I work hard on it for you. Yeah, I want to put a good appearance in for you.
Yeah, nice. Not sure about the purple cane, but we'll not talk about that.
How can you see that?
Oh, it's the diamond on top. It's glittering
is it
in
protruding?
your eyes.
Yeah. Well, they do shine. I've been.
They do. Yes. Yeah. Between the redness.
Don't know what you mean. So we are then with Sarah Jane and John Pertwee, which is fine because they did know each other.
Right. And we discovered that they've been flitting around in a 20-year time loop, 1973, 1993, and 2013.
I'm glad you wrote that down.
Mm-hmm.
It's nice to see Sarah Jane, Elizabeth Sladen, wearing her old 1970s Andy Pandy costume that she used to wear.
That's right, she does, yeah. That's the most memorable costume.
It is, and she's still rocking it. Well, not now, obviously. I mean, in the show. You know.
Yeah, let's keep going.
Yeah, all right. So
I feel there's a hole you're going to be digging yourself into.
It won't be the first time. So the Rani decides to release a lot of the Doctor's bad guys onto Albert Square, right?
Right, to attack the Doctor.
Why does she do that?
So we flash to Peter Davison.
Yes, we do, yes.
With Nicola Bryant running from Cybermen.
And Nissa's there as well, isn't she? The one of Tom Baker's and Peter Davison's.
Oh, I didn't notice.
You don't?
Nicola Bryant was there. Once Nicola Bryant's there, I don't see anything else.
Yeah, this is where there's a bit of a chase, and we get some more EastEnders cameos. And
Pam St. Clements, your favourite?
Nothing wrong with Pat. We get a weird dizzying shot as the cameraman just runs around them as they're talking as well.
Yeah, 3D, Paul.
Oh, is that why? Okay, all right.
Yeah, that's why. Because I just realised we've not got nothing that makes it look 3D.
That's true. Apart from the heads. Yeah.
Better stick something in.
And during this chase, they run up to this like garden wall thing. And I'm pretty sure that Peter Davison literally gives Perry a bit of a backseat bump in one of the shots.
Yes, I did notice that.
How many times did you notice it?
Oh, I wouldn't say more than half a dozen.
All right. She looks quite surprised as well, doesn't she?
She does. I do get the feel, I mean, it's not the greatest quality we're watching, but it does look like she's about to start laughing.
It does. You do get the impression that they probably have quite a good laugh with each other, don't you think?
Yeah.
Not as much as we see later in the outtakes between Sylvester McCoy and Sophie Aldred. They just look like really good friends, but
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah.
And the Doctor is cornered by the Rani, and this is where the first break is.
Ooh, you'd hate to be cornered by the Ranis.
Oh, do you know I've never been cornered by the Ranis?
Looking at your face, I say a few times.
Yeah, definitely more than a few.
Yeah.
More than a few.
Yeah.
So then we're back at Crinkly Bottom with Noel Evans. This is another day, isn't it? Is this another day now?
Well, this is where they also talk about the gimmick of people can phone in a number to decide who rescues the Doctor, Big Ron or Mandy.
That's right. And John Pertwee's done a bunk now, hasn't he? He's not here anymore.
Yeah, he's gone.
He's gone.
He's gone for his 11s.
Yes. His liquid 11s.
Yeah. So part 2 is in Noel's house party, I guess, the week after?
I guess it was
it
the
the week
following
after?
Saturday, wasn't it? Maybe.
Following Saturday?
Unless
Not sure how
unless the first bit was a Friday night and it was a special bit that they did for children in need. And then,
that must be what they did, yeah.
I can't imagine you had to wait a whole week to find out what happened.
No.
Yeah.
No, it must have been the next day, yeah. Yeah, or maybe the Noel's house party was part of Children's in Need on Friday night.
That's what I was thinking.
It was an actual Noel's house party on Saturday night.
That's what I was
yeah?
thinking.
That's what it is. Yeah.
Sounds logical.
Yeah, it does.
So then Peter Davison confronts the Rani outside the Queen Vic pub. At this point, I was thinking, my God, what am I watching here? what is this?
Carry On who?
Carry On, it is. It might as well be, hasn't it? You know.
How did the Carry On team never do a Doctor Who parody?
Because, it was at the height of it being huge, wasn't it, in the 60s and 70s?
Yeah. Yeah, if someone like, is it Amicus that did the...
Mm-hmm. They did, yeah.
If Amicus can do like spin-off films that aren't really Doctor Who official, then surely, the Carry On films could have done something, not a TARDIS or anything, but something similar.
Do you think that maybe it could have been a problem with the BBC not allowing,
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Probably. Who?
I knew you were going to ask this.
Would have been the Doctor. The assistant's easy. Assistant Jim Dale, Barbara Windsor. That's a given, right?
Yep. It's a tough one, that. Jim Dale was touted as possibly being a Doctor at one point.
Totally see that.
I would waver between Kenneth Williams or Sid James.
Yeah. I would go with that. Mm-hmm. You could, I suppose, have him start half the film as Kenneth Williams and then generate into Sid James.
That would be amazing, wouldn't it?
And then the comedy could be the way that Sid James looks from Kenneth Williams.
Yeah, that would work.
The way he acts.
That would work. Yeah. You'd be, if you had Daleks in it, you'd have to give them all camp voices, wouldn't you?
Yes, they would all sound like Charles Hartree.
And Charles Hartree would play Davros.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Drunk.
Yeah.
Obviously.
And then you just have your various little sub-villains and stuff could be played by the rest of them.
Yeah. Bernard Bresslaw, obviously, cyber leader.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Kenneth Connor? Kenneth Connor's your guy who gets you... He works with the villains and gets them the stuff,
The Master?
Oh, Kenneth Connor's the Master. That's an interesting... No, sorry. Hattie Jakes is the Master.
Oh, yes. I always forgot about Hattie Jakes. Yeah.
Hattie Jakes is the Master. Mm-hmm. Definitely.
Yeah. Peter Butterworth? Where would we put him then?
Yeah, we're running out of characters. Actually, there must be a way of doing this with all of them.
I'm pretty sure Peter Butterworth actually played a character in an episode of Doctor Who in the 60s with William Hartnell.
I mean, yeah, that wouldn't surprise me, would it? Because they must have been working actors, didn't they? So
I think he played a character called the Mad Monk or something like that. I think he was a monk.
Right.
Or possibly a Time Lord or something.
We need to write this and we'll do it.
Add it to the list.
No, we'll do it as a radio play.
What, play all the parts?
Cut this out, but we'll do it as a radio play. We'll do all the parts. Yeah, no, we should do that.
Let's do it then.
All right, we'll do it.
That's our next special. God help him.
Yeah. We'll get sued by the BBC.
Yeah.
We'll call it Carry On Doctor. Can you do it Carry On Doctor? That's been done. There's actually a film called Carry On Doctor. Can't get away with that.
We'll have to think of something else, won't we? Carry On Time Lord? Carry On Who?
I did think. I mean, Carry On Who seems to be the best one, right?
Mm-hmm.
With a question mark at the end.
Or if you want to move it the other way, right? Who's a Carry On?
Actually, that's not bad because that differentiates it from Who's a Carry On. Yeah. Again, question mark at the end.
I still reckon we could knock something out better than those terrible Carry On Christmas specials that we both watched over the festive period.
I've still not watched the last one.
I started it and I couldn't. I just couldn't.
As it doesn't get any better.
And we love Carry On, but my word.
Yeah, but...
very poor.
But by that time, it's the only people in it are the people who are just desperate for work.
Yeah. I mean, the first one's pretty good. It's fun, you know.
Yeah, I like the first one. And that's why I was like, that was good. I bet the second one. And then I watched the second one, I was like, oh, Jesus. And then I watched the third one, I was like,
weird.
oh, my God.
The second one's weird, isn't it? It's all those speeded up moments that with everyone eating really fast and running around like a Benny Hill sketch or something. Very strange.
But that was Talbot Rothwell. He got sick writing it during the writing, and so it had to be finished by somebody else.
It shows.
Yeah, it does.
So we then cut to John Pertwee and this is where we see his old companion Liz Shaw as well.
Yes. And isn't Peter Davison trying to summon up his remaining cells?
Yeah, they're doing that mind thing that they can do.
Right.
Which there is a precedent in Doctor Who for. They didn't just invent it for this.
Oh, yeah, I wouldn't want this to be... the greatest crime is, we've invented something just for this. Yeah. And then we get the Brigadier drives up.
He does.
Takes Pertwee to the TARDIS, but then we flash cut to him boarding a helicopter with the older Brigadier, and then it's Colin Baker.
It's very confusing. Brigadier takes it in his stride, though, because he's the Brigadier, obviously.
Obviously, yes. He's old school, isn't he?
Definitely. Yeah. We also get to see Bessie as well, don't we? The car that John Pertwee used to drive.
We do, yeah.
They dragged that out of mothballs, didn't they? Or should I say, someone had a replica of it that they borrowed, possibly. You know.
That's probably more likely, yeah.
Yeah, so as you say, when it lands, it's Colin Baker, the helicopter. They really struggle to deliver the dialogue over the noise of those rotor blades, don't they, in the helicopter scene?
Yes, they do.
I get the impression that neither one of them can hear each other.
Probably not, just saying the lines, and when the other person's lips stop moving, do your line.
That's right.
That is how we do this podcast.
Well, you just look for my lips to stop moving, do you?
Yes.
Very good. Then we get a scene with Lalla Ward turns up, doesn't she, as Romana? Briefly.
Yeah.
With the Mitchell brothers.
Yeah. Yes, who turn up in their lockup, and they're like, who are you? And she's like, I'm looking for the doctor. Dr. Legg? Oh, he's at the other end of the square.
And she says, Doctor Who?
And we all
laugh, don't we? You've got to say that Lalla Ward's got she's got 30 seconds of screen time. But
I wonder where you was going with that sentence.
But she's got more screen presence than either one of these two. These two actors.
Are you not a fan of the Mitchell brothers?
Not really, no. Not really.
No, you've not been a big Eastenders fan, were you?
Not really, no.
So soap operas generally, or just not Eastenders? Don't think you like soap operas.
No. I did Dynasty Dynasty, and Dallas and the Colbys. And
did you do those because of the great plots, or because of Heather Locklear, Emma Samms?
Well, I mean, they helped. You know.
Okay.
You know,
all right.
They helped a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah. So, but no EastEnders for you.
It was on. My parents watched it.
Right.
But EastEnders and Coronation Street, no, thank you. No. As you would say, Colin, I'm out.
Yeah.
So then we cut to a little scene with Mike Reed, being Mike Reed for 2 seconds.
Oh, yeah, because someone gets pulled into the Queen Vic pub and he says, I've seen him thrown out of the Queen Vic, but I've never seen him dragged in.
And we should say Mike Reed, for anyone that doesn't know, he was a big comedian in the 70s, wasn't he, over here?
Yeah, wasn't he a blue comedian?
He was very blue.
I mean, I don't mean he was a Smurf.
No,
I mean, he was like, his jokes were usually ended up here, dirty jokes,
yes,
right?
He was a little bit blue. He was something blue for the dads, you know, that kind of thing.
Right. Yeah.
We cut back to Sylvester McCoy. Remember him? He was at the top of the episode, wasn't he? We haven't seen him since.
Yeah. Oh.
And he's with Leela, who's wearing more clothes than we've ever seen Leela wear in her entire life, I think.
That's progress for you.
You know that Louise Jameson said, I'm coming back, but I'm not wearing that loincloth.
Yeah, I mean, that's fair enough.
And she knows who he is. Again.
Yeah, again, don't know why. I mean, I can understand the Time Lords knowing who the assistants are, but it's weird the assistants knowing who the Time Lords are.
It is. It doesn't make any sense. No. And Sylvester McCoy does look like he's struggling through his lines at times, doesn't he? Which makes sense when we watch the outtakes afterwards, because he is struggling through his lines.
Well, this scene that they've got is pretty complicated.
Yeah, and in those outtakes, isn't he got he's got it all written down on a scrap of paper that he keeps pulling out of his pocket?
Oh yeah, I guess he has. Yeah.
Kind
of noticed that. Well,
he didn't. Nobody got a script, did they? They got a script on the day.
I got the feeling he had other work on as well, because it sounded like when he was talking off camera, it sounded like he had a job that he had to go to.
That's right. Yeah, it did sound like he was talking about how he had more work on. Yeah. Doesn't at one point he turn around to Sophie Aldrin and say, "I'm going to need some drugs to get through the night."
Yeah, which made me think he was doing theatre at night or something.
Yeah. Makes sense. We see K9.
We do. Great moment. Love my K9.
Yeah, I know you do. And so it kind of ends here, doesn't it? Where Sylvester McCoy's Doctor and Ace come up with a plan to free the other Doctors.
Yeah, to use the two time brains around his computer and to propel her into her own trap.
We've all been there.
Yeah, caught in a trap. No way out.
I'm glad you wrote that down, because I didn't have a clue what was going on.
I mean, I'm not sure what I said explains what's going on, really, but we'll leave it there.
Well, they beat her, and then it just ends.
It does, that's it.
There's no like epilogue, there's no little scene with the Doctors all flying off together in their different TARDISes. It's just done.
No.
We're done.
Done, yeah.
And then this is where I watched the raw footage of the filming. Is this where you watched it as well?
Yes. Yep. So you got all the outtakes of various scenes that took place, and some scenes we didn't see.
That's right, yeah. You get a mixture of like people fluffing lines and props going wrong, and John Pertwee getting rather cross with everything and everyone. Just
for that one scene where he has to say like one line and they can't get it right.
And he's really rude to the woman who's the actress that's standing next to him as well, isn't he? That's playing Liz Shaw.
Yeah.
Doesn't he manhandle her at one point and move her?
Yeah. One thing made me laugh where the director was the cameraman and he goes, and cue, and the stutter, and he went, wait, do you mean action? Is that action? He's like, oh yes, sorry John. Yeah, I meant so sorry. It's like, well, on the one hand, you're like, yeah, okay, it's supposed to be action, but on the other hand, you know what he meant.
He's a professional.
Yeah, I don't. If you don't say action, I don't come alive. Which is how you work.
I'm not sure I ever come alive, Colin. Yes. Well, this is where we see there's lots and lots of outtakes of Sylvester McCoy and Sophie Aldred and trying to do that last scene, isn't there?
Yes, because they're at a table collecting items, and Sylvester McCoy has to put all these like computer parts onto Sophie Aldred's arms. Then they have to walk while they're talking, and then enter the TARDIS and shut those bloody TARDIS doors that do not want to shut.
No, and it's all in one shot, so you could get everything perfect, but as soon as you walk into that TARDIS, if those doors don't close, you're fucked, and you've got to do it again.
Yeah, which is tiny, and you can hear him inside the TARDIS.
And this is where a lot
complaining.
This is where a lot of the times he calls her Sophie, isn't it, as well?
Right at the end.
At one point, doesn't she say you hear her whisper to him in the text? Goes, I think you called me Sophie there. And he went, oh, did I? Oh, shit.
Yeah. And then when they're at the beginning, you can see like a production person trying to shut the TARDIS doors, and they don't shut for him, and he's not got anything to do but shut those doors. It's like, oh my god, fix the doors.
The last time they do it, it does actually go perfectly, doesn't it? The last shot that you see, but it's interesting seeing all that. It's more interesting than the actual show itself.
Yeah, that is true.
You do get a sense, though, don't you, looking at all that pretty much everyone involved thought that this was just a pain in the arse.
Yeah, it's just one of those things that you have to do, I suppose. Although I guess you don't really have to do it, but I guess it wouldn't look good if you turned down children in need.
I think that's the only reason why Tom Baker agreed to do his little bit.
I imagine the Eastenders people had to do it because they're probably under contract.
Yeah.
It's probably a BBC thing. But the ones that have quit Doctor Who, they don't have to do it.
No. But yeah, that is the end of it all.
Yeah. So, Paul, how are you going to say whether this is a hit or not? Because it's not really something... It's not a pilot for a TV show. It's not an actual episode of a TV show. So is this really something that we can say a hit or a miss? How are you going to define it?
How am I going to define it? Well, I was going to say this is really a whole lot of nothing, isn't it? Really?
Yeah, it's pretty bad. It's just thrown together at the last minute.
The actors and the production people, they're doing their best with the meager drippings that they've got to play with, aren't they? You know.
I like the Doctor Who people.
Mm-hmm.
I like the concept of it being like edited the way it's edited.
Yeah.
That would be really interesting as with a bit of money behind it.
Yeah, that is a good idea.
So I like all that. And if they ironed out some of the weird, like, how do assistants know the Doctor? If you sorted that out, I like that. But it just looks so cheap.
It does. I mean, the fact that the BBC felt that this was the best way to celebrate 30 years of Doctor Who, which was an institution at this point.
They'll do worse.
They will do worse. But it's just insulting, isn't it, to everyone?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's nice, like you say, it's nice seeing the old Doctors together and all the old companions.
Assistants, yeah.
All right, Mr. Politically Correct.
No, wait, I was just thinking that. Is assistants the right word or is companions the right word? Are we not allowed to say one of those?
You can go either way. It doesn't really matter.
Okay.
The Eastenders stuff ranges from pointless to embarrassing and back to pointless again, doesn't it? It's just...
Oh, you could have just used the Eastenders set and not had any Eastenders people in it, and you would never have known.
No. It's kind of...
It is pointless.
It's kind of an insult to the word story to call this a story.
Oh, yeah, it's not a story.
It's nonsense. A lot of the time. I suppose it was a success in as much as it raised money for a good cause, and it did.
And I guess it brought Doctor Who back into people's minds. I mean, it didn't achieve anything. It didn't.
Was it a good thing?
Come back as a show.
Was it a good thing that it brought them
Was
back?
it a good thing? Yeah. It probably reminded people. Oh yeah, that was shit. When
because
that's why it got cancelled.
I mean, it must have been a worrying thing that people watched this and thought that this was a reflection of the show itself.
Yeah.
Imagine if this was the first time you thought, "Oh, Doctor Who, I've never given it a chance, but I think I'll tune in on Saturday night." And
I'm a big EastEnders fan.
Well, there you go. It might work.
So let's see if this Doctor Who works. Was Michael Grade? Michael Grade was the person who cancelled Doctor Who, right? Was he still head of the BBC at this point?
Possibly, and if he was, this could have been him getting a final boot in, couldn't it?
Yeah, I don't know whether he would. I guess he was asked.
I'm pretty sure Colin Baker wouldn't have been involved if Michael Grade was still controller of BBC.
Oh yeah, that's true. Right. Yeah.
We'll leave that one there. But as far as anything else goes, the fact that it raised money is pretty much all you can say about it, really. I mean, Tom Baker had the right idea, didn't he? He got involved by doing nothing. I mean, he doesn't even get out of his chair.
I know. You know? I can see why you'd like that.
Yeah, it's perfect. It's woeful. And to think that this could have been the last the world ever saw of Doctor Who.
Yes.
You know.
That's a good point. Yeah.
It's not even a miss. It's just nothing, is it?
No, you can't really define it. You can't say it's just not fair.
I'm glad I watched it.
Yeah, I don't. I mean, I must have watched it when it.
I think I did as well. Yeah.
But
I think I like you. I think I had the glasses and everything. And...
Yeah. Did they come free with the Radio Times? Oh, you had to buy them, right?
No, yes, I think you did have to buy them, yes.
You had to buy them because the money went to children in need. That's how they raised some money. Wait, that's how they raised that money? That money you said raised for Doctor Who. It wasn't for the actual show. It was buying the 3D glasses.
I suppose people ringing in as well to vote on the outcome.
On your overpriced chat line.
Exactly. Yeah, I suppose that did it as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's bad. It's bad. I'm glad we didn't invite Yvonne and Andy back on to talk about this, although they probably we would have been interested.
Maybe they like it.
Maybe they do. Maybe they'll tell us.
Yeah. Maybe we've upset them deeply.
Well, they'll never come back.
No.
But yeah, dreadful.
Well, see what you did.
Dreadful.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah. Well, that's the end of this episode.
Good start to 2024. Bring it on.
What are you going to do next, eh? What other stuff are you going to dredge up from the vaults?
Oh, you know me. I'll always find something.
That's true, you will.
Yeah.
And with that, almost sounding like a threat, I want to thank everybody for listening to us. Thank you to our Patreon supporters. And don't forget, you can vote and like us and wherever the normal social media people hang out these days. I don't know.
X.
No, the people now.
All right.
Thank you for listening. Goodbye.
Bye.